Hi, I'm Rob with Clean Energy Experts, and today we're going to go over a quick demo as well as a few tips on how to navigate around the Clean Energy Experts portal, as well as how to create a campaign. So once you have a free account set up with Clean Energy Experts, you'll get a view similar to this. You'll see that on the left-hand side, you have the navigation tabs that you can click into whenever you need to. And the first thing you're going to want to do once you're logged in is to create a campaign. So you can create a campaign either by clicking on this link here, create a campaign, or by clicking into the campaigns tab on the left and then hitting the new button in the top right corner. Once you do that, you'll see a new window open, and this is where you're going to be able to create, customize, and manage everything associated with your lead flow whenever you'd like. The Clean Energy Experts platform is designed to be fully self-serve, so you can do everything from change the area you're getting leads, adjust your filters, or even pause the lead flow at any time. The majority of these things are pretty self-explanatory, but we'll just go through a quick example to show you the process from start to finish, and you can try it out for yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give our campaign a name. In this example, let's say we're getting leads, or we're looking for leads in the state of Texas. So I'm going to call my campaign Texas Warm Transfers. The status field directly below the name is how you can manage your lead flow. If you ever want to pause this campaign, you can simply move the status from active to pending, and you will not get any more leads from this campaign once you do that. The exclusivity field directly below that is where you would indicate what type of leads you're looking for. Clean Energy Experts provides 3 types of leads, one of which is what we call non-exclusive. That's where the lead is shared with up to 4 solar companies at the same time. You also have the ability to get exclusive leads, where you're the only company receiving that customer information from us. And on the exclusive side, we also have the ability to do what we call warm transfers. Warm transfers are exclusive leads that are delivered to you through a live transfer over a 3-way call. So our team actually calls you directly with the customer on the phone. Let's go ahead and pick warm transfers for this example. If you select warm transfer leads, you'll see that another box pops up here called POC phone, point of contact phone. This is basically the number that you want us to call when we have a lead ready for you. So let's go ahead and throw a phone number in here. The next box below the exclusivity field is bid price. Be sure to watch our other video on pricing and how to set your bids. I won't go into a ton of detail with it here, but it's really just the cost per lead. So you can ultimately set how much you're looking to invest per lead. Now in this example, let's just go ahead and put 75. The next tab over is going to be geography. This is where you're indicating to the system where you want to get leads in. So for us, let's go ahead and pick Texas. On the right, you can see that you have either full state coverage or partial. And if you select partial, you have a few different options of how to break down your territory. You can set a radius around a specific zip code. You could set up a specific set of zip codes. And if you are going this route, you do want to separate each individual zip code with one of those vertical bars. The other option, if you do want to assign a specific set of zip codes, is actually just putting them in a vertical line, one space below the other. If you do it this way, the system will auto-format it and add those vertical lines in there for you. And the final way is to set up a partial coverage campaign. It's simply by selecting the counties. You can see that these are all of the counties in the state of Texas. You can select as many as you'd like, or as little as you'd like. It's a very flexible setup, so you can customize it however meets your needs. Once you've set up your geography, we can move over to the Filters tab. Prior to sending the lead over to you, Clean Energy Experts will actually take the customers through a verification call where we confirm the customer is on title of the home, they have an interest in getting information about solar, and we also gather some of their preliminary data like the average bill size, as well as what the shading is like around their property. We do this to allow you to actually filter by some of these metrics if you'd like. So for example, if you wanted to turn off some of the lower bills, or if you wanted to turn off a lot of shade or even a little shade, that's totally an option. Do keep in mind, however, that the more you restrict your lead flow, the less volume you're going to be competing for. And on our end, we're not necessarily connecting to the utility API or flying a drone over the customer's home to fully authenticate this information. It is really just what the customer tells us over the verification call, so take it with a grain of salt. Our most successful clients do leave the majority, if not all, of these filters on to make sure that they're exposed to as many leads as possible. Once you have your filters set up, you can hop over to the Delivery tab on the next page here. The email and phone number is basically where you want us to send the notifications of you receiving a lead. So you'll get both an email as well as a text message with the customer's contact information, their address, the utility company, and that can go to either one email, one phone, or multiple. So let's go ahead and put some of our delivery inputs here. In the box below, you'll see we also have the ability to insert CRM post instructions. So this is where we can actually sync your external customer relationship management platform to your Clean Energy Expert campaign. We can integrate with many of the popular CRMs out there, from Go High Level, Zapier, Salesforce, Zoho, and many more. If you do want to get this set up, just be sure to reach out to your account manager and they can get you set up with whatever is needed so that the leads will not only populate here in your Clean Energy Experts portal, but they will automatically be sent to your external CRM as well. And the final step in creating a campaign is the additional notes section. This is used for custom filters or custom codes that allow you to manage things like filtering by utilities. If there's certain utilities you'd either want to target or want to exclude. We also have the ability to exclude certain zip codes from your campaign, or even set up delivery schedules where you would only get leads during specific times of the day. If you're looking to do any of that customization, just go ahead and reach out to your account manager and they can help you get set up with those unique filters as well. So once we got all of the required information put in, you can see that the review changes button here is available. we can go ahead and hit that, and we save it. And it looks like the name is already in use. So let's go ahead and change the name. And there we go. Campaign ad was saved successfully. So now if we close out of that window, we can see that our newly created campaign is here, populated in our campaigns tab. If you ever want to change anything on your campaign or pause the leads, you can simply go back into the campaign by clicking on the name and manage everything that we just did directly from this window. On the far right side of the campaign, you'll see that there's a couple of different options that you could also leverage. This map function here actually gives you a visual of where you'll be getting leads. So what areas you've selected, and that helps to kind of visualize your geography. You also have the ability to hit the summary tab here, which will give you some of those inputs that we put in earlier without having to click into the campaign edit window, which is really helpful if you have a lot of campaigns running at the same time. And you also have the ability to clone the campaign. So for example, let's say I wanted to do not only a warm transfer campaign, but I also wanted to try some non-exclusives in Texas as well. Instead of creating a new campaign starting from scratch and refilling all of the information that I just did, I can simply click on the clone campaign function and it'll auto-populate all of the exact same information for me. So I would simply change the name so I can tell the difference between the two. If I'm looking for non-exclusive leads, I would switch the exclusivity type as well. And because the non-exclusive leads are shared, I won't have to make as competitive of a bid. So I would drop my bid down to $20 for this specific example. Now you always want to double check just in case to make sure. So quickly click through these here, make sure that these are the areas that I had originally set. We have the same filters applied, and my delivery options are set up correctly. Another thing I'll point out on this filters tab is we do have the ability to not only get English leads, but also Spanish leads as well. So if you did want to set up a Spanish campaign, that would also need to be a separate campaign from your English one. Once we have everything set up as we want it to be, we can go ahead and hit review changes. It'll actually give us a quick summary of the changes we made. Take a quick look over it, make sure that everything looks good. We can hit save. And there we go. Now we have both a warm transfer campaign as well as a non-exclusive campaign. Both are active and both are ready to go. If you click on this dashboard tab here on the left side, now that we have some campaigns built out, it also gives us a little bit more information, such as the visuals. And once we do start getting leads, we'll see volume populate here, as well as some other basic tracking metrics that will give you some data on your campaign's performance. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out our other videos for other helpful tips about how to sell successfully with clean energy experts.